And this is the last call for everyone to take their seats so we can get started on this beautiful morning and graduate the graduates of 2022.
Welcome everyone to Lynn Classical's graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. Today we prove to everyone that supported us that we appreciate all of their efforts to get us to where we are. Today we also prove to anyone who has ever doubted us that we alone can accomplish anything we put our minds to. I am proud to have served as your president because I know when I say the class of 2022, the first word that will come to my mind will be greatness. At this time, our principal, Mrs. Dunn, would like to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I am so pleased and honored to welcome all of the families, friends, dignitaries, and especially the graduates to the Lynn Classical's class of 2022 graduation. The class of 2022 has had a unique journey filled with challenges and successes, and I believe that the skills, learning experiences, and character that they have developed through the time here in high school will be a springboard to success, fulfillment, and the betterment of the community and the world. I have been honored and humbled to take this journey with you as your principal, and we knew from the very start that you were a special class. You are hardworking, motivated, you care about others and the world around you. You started our freshman year by welcoming a NEASC accreditation team who were so impressed by you and the student body at LCHS. They continuously commented on how respectful, diligent, engaging all of you are. You shined from the very start. You moved through the winter of your freshman year learning how to be high school students, and it was probably the most uneventful part of the voyage until late spring when Computergeddon hit. You and your teachers made it through the worst computer virus that the city of Lynn has ever seen. And now you all have the resiliency and skills that you need to go low tech and keep on learning and growing in a world that is continuously high tech. You entered sophomore year as more mature students who knew their way around the school and had made friends and built relationships with your teachers. And you were ready to take on the world. And you did for the first half of the year. Then towards the end of the winter, we were starting to hear some talk about a virus. On March 12th, you were sent home for what we thought would be 2 weeks. And then more than a year later, we started back together in a hybrid schedule. The reason I am bringing this up during a celebration of you and all of your accomplishments is that although this was a very difficult time for our community, you all learned so many important lessons and developed valuable skills and characteristics during this time. You became more technically savvy, adapting to learning on a computer, navigating a learning management system, video conferencing using Zoom, and troubleshooting galore to make this happen. You built perseverance and coping skills. You learned how to collaborate and communicate globally, and many of you multitasked in a busy household while you helped your younger siblings do the same. You did this all while working with your families to avoid illness and process loss, and I believe you have all come out stronger on the other end of this. I commend you for your grit, your flexibility, and your creativity that you have utilized to succeed during these unprecedented times. Through all of this, you stayed motivated, worked hard, persevered, and I'm so happy that this year has not only seen some normalcy for you and your high school experience, but also many triumphs and successes. Just to give our audience a feel for how high achieving this class is, we have 182 seniors with a 3.0 or higher. We have 59 students with a 4.0 or higher. Our valedictorian, Jimmy Khan, has a 4.7 GPA, which directly correlates with this class's theme of challenging themselves with AP, honors, and early college classes, and always striving for their personal best. Your efforts don't rest on working hard for yourselves. You look out for your community, and some examples of this are championing new student voice and change opportunities like our equity panel and social justice club. Cam Maloney and classmates started a Best Buddies chapter to build inclusivity and support for our neurodivergent students. The club was even honored for being the most accomplished new chapter in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. Some of the fruits of this labor are admissions to Cornell, Northeastern, UConn, Emerson, BU, Holy Cross, just to name a few. We have 15 LCHS students going off for a free year of college as part of our Early College Promise program. We have an LLP scholar going to Endicott, 2 Posse scholars going to Union, 11 students accepted to Bentley. We always knew you mean business. We have 15 students earning the seals of biliteracy, with 2 students earning the seal with distinction. 2 of our talented thespians were honored by the Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild, Lynn, receiving an All-Star Company Award for Excellence in Directing, and Angel Zubricki receiving an award for excellence in acting for the production of All, which received accolades. Our visual arts students changed the LCHS halls forever by installing a beautiful mural entitled, "May You Find Yourself Here," celebrating the diversity and inclusivity of our students and families in our culture-filled city. We have several talented athletes going off to play sports in college. We have Chloe Clement and Samantha Thun, who are going to be our first ever collegiate volleyball players. Nick Tinkham and brothers Derek and Darren Omarigi will be completing in football in the fall, and Anna Flaherty and Jared Alvarez will be tearing up the turf playing soccer. We would be remiss if we didn't congratulate our team endeavors since we returned to athletics as part of the GBL. Our golf team are the 2020 and 21 champs. Our girls soccer teams are 2-time GBL champs, and don't forget their city champs win against St. Mary's. Our volleyball team are also 2 times GBL champs with the city champs of 2021. Girls country, cross country, and track both ran their way to a GBL championship. Our swimmers were the city champs for the last 2 years. Lynn Jets put their most successful season on record together this year. Boys baseball finished a great season as GBL champs. And softball scored 2 times GBL champs and are currently advancing to the 2nd round of the state tournament. One of the athletic accomplishments that I'm most proud of is our success with our unified basketball team as champions in 2020. Last but not least, our Turkey Day tasted a little better this year after double to overtime had Kyle Durant with a field goal that ended things in our favor. These are just a few of the things that this class has to celebrate. They are truly one of a kind. I'm so proud of the class of 2022. You've shined even when things were dark, and you supported each other throughout your years here. You all have bright futures ahead. So don't forget to remember where you came from and give back when you achieve your dreams, and always be part of the solution. I want to thank your families for sharing you with us, and I want you all to know it's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to see all the wonderful things you do in the future. I wish you love, luck, and success in all you do. Go Rams!
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national flag salute and remain standing for the national anthem sung by Victoria Santiago. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held by the twilight's last gleaming, who brought stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Our ramparts they watch were so gallantly
We would like to acknowledge our gratitude to some very special guests at our graduation this year. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Patrick Tutwiler. Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Kimberly Powers. Deputy Superintendent of Schools, Deborah Ruggiero. State Representative Daniel Cahill. State Representative Peter Capano. Ward Councilor Diane Chakutis. Counselor at Large Brian Field. Ward 3 Counselor Coco Alisong. The honorable members of the Lynn School Committee, Brian K. Castellanos. Donna M. Capola. Eric Dugan. Lorraine Gately. Tiffany Magnolia. Lennon Pena. The City of Lynn Mayor Jared Nicholson. And the State Senator Brendan Crichton. The Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Patrick Tutwiler, will come up now.
Good morning. Good morning. See, they got it behind me. They got it. They got the spirit this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning, families, guests, friends, and of course, the incredibly impressive class of 2022. Such a good feeling to be with you here this morning to celebrate you, our amazing young adults. This morning I bring the high praise and well wishes of our mayor, Jared Nicholson, who, as many of you know, is in quarantine and could not join us this morning. We wish him a speedy recovery. Graduates, the fact that you are seated in this special section up front and you're sporting the celebratory robe and mortarboard should indicate to all that you have successfully completed the requirements. You've done it, and I am proud of you. We are proud of you. Since you have your attention, allow me the honor of imparting one final message. Although this is the final formal ceremony of your experience as Lynn Public School students, I will nonetheless still employ my fail-safe 3B formula. Those of you, some folks might not know what that is, I'll tell you. For those who are unfamiliar, my 3B formula is be good, be brief, and be seated. Friends, these 3 Bs are in full effect today, but these are my 3 Bs. My own simple set of principles, easy to keep front of mind, to reflect on, that are always the framework around which I build a public speaking engagement, no matter the topic, no matter the audience. Allow me to challenge you here today to develop your own 3B formula. Not for speech making, but to apply to your lives beyond high school. Develop a set of principles, simple principles, easy to keep front of mind, to reflect on, that are always the framework around which you build your life as active contributory citizens. Your own fail-safe formula. As you might imagine, there are quite a few B's that one might normally recommend. Be kind to one another, be humble, Be inspirational, be yourself, be resilient. We've spent years with you observing multiple examples of how each one of those B's has already worked their way into the fabric of your day-to-day living. Let me take this brief moment to stretch it out a little bit. How about this? Be someone's hero. At least once, do something difficult or extraordinary for someone else, not because it will get your name in the paper or be recognized with praise, but because it's the right thing to do, because it adds to the human experience. Be someone's hero. How about another? Be the solution. I just heard Principal Dunn mention this. We live in times with significant challenges. We all know this, and we all worry about this. Each of a fine education and company of, in my humble opinion, some of the sharpest, most creative young minds, and with the support of a most superb team of educators. The document that you soon will receive when you step on this stage is a symbol of that reality. Don't let it be an ornament, an idle adornment to a wall or a desk. Make it functional. Live your education. Use the skills you've sharpened and the constructive collaborative tools you now own and put them to use in solving problems. Class of 2022, the world needs doers, strong, intelligent participants who will not only identify problems, but who have the appetite and skills to solve them. The world needs doers. Be the solution. And finally, one more B, be patient. Integral to any success formula, especially one that calls you to action, to be the hero, the solution, should also call upon your patience. David G. Allen once said that patience is a form of action, a calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you perceived. Even Gandhi, who you all know, reminds us that to lose patience is to lose the battle. Framework with patience in its foundation will allow you to persevere amid adversity, which you already have, work through any indecisiveness, and appreciate the winding nature of that path, that long path which lies ahead. Be patient. If you ever have the chance to, and if you have not already, I really hope you do, to visit a national park, you will likely see signs that ask you to leave it better than you found it. I don't have enough time this morning to describe all the wonderful ways that you've improved your school community and beyond. I'm inspired by the things you've done and most excited about the things that you will do when you leave us this morning. As you start the next chapter of your lives, I ask that you be someone's hero, be the solution, and be patient. Doing so will almost guarantee that no matter the environment you choose in your life, no matter the situation you encounter, you will leave it better than you found it. Congratulations, class of 2022, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
At this time, the State Senator Brendan Crichton will say a few words.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Always tough to follow the superintendent, just beautiful remarks as always. But it's an honor to deliver the greetings from the state legislature, including Representative Cahill, Representative Capano, and Representative Wong. And I'm just very grateful to be here with all the families and all the graduates. I'm a proud graduate of Lynn Classical, and it's great to be here with the Ram fam today. I'd first just like to say thank you to the superintendent, your principal, all of your teachers, your coaches, guidance counselors, and everyone at the school department who played such a big role in making today possible. I'm a proud graduate proud product of the Lynn Public Schools K through 12. And I know that I wouldn't be standing here today without the hard work of so many who made a big impact on my lives. And the job was tough back then, and it's only gotten so much harder with all of the other issues that have come up. So thank you to all of our teachers and school department. Let's give it up. And to your parents, your grandparents, your brothers, sisters, friends, aunts, uncles, cousins, all of your family that are here today, they have made such incredible sacrifices to help you get through this journey. So let's give it up for your parents and family as well. And lastly, to the graduates, congratulations. As a policymaker, I always try to make sure that our policies are guided by empathy. It means putting yourself in other people's shoes. And as I thought about coming here today, trying to put myself in your shoes, it was really difficult. I can't imagine how hard it's been for all of you with all that's going on in the world, from a global pandemic, remote learning, wars overseas, gun violence here at home, so many other issues and uncertainty that you've had to face, but you've overcome it. And I want all of you to take those lessons, to think about what you did to get off the mat, how you kept getting back up, how you kept fighting to get here today. Take those lessons and apply them to whatever you do in life. Whether you're going off to college or to work or to the armed services, or you haven't quite figured it out yet, use those lessons. Go out, do big things, but never forget where you came from, and never forget all the people here that helped you get there. Thank you and congratulations.
At this time, the classical band will perform the music selection, All Eyes on Me. We hope you enjoy the music.
gentlemen, please help me welcome our Classulatorian, Sammy Matassem.
Okay. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. All right. Good morning, Lynn Classical. For those who do not know me, I am Sammy Matassem. I'm humbled and honored to hold the title of the Salutatorian of the class of 2022. First, I would like to thank all of you school board members, the superintendent, and district staff for making this event possible. I would like to thank the teachers, the friends, and family for being in attendance this morning. You have all had a profound impact on the development of the students that will be graduating today. And I feel it is safe to say that I speak on behalf of the whole graduating class of 2022 in thanking you for all your efforts that you have invested in us to this day. I could not reasonably express my incredible time in classical in a 4-minute speech. I could go on and on about how much the school has changed me, how it has helped me learn and grow, and how it has guided me in the right direction to get where I am today. In writing this speech, my main goal is to deliver the message of how our past experiences at Lynn Classical set us up for the road ahead. Today is no small feat. It perhaps is the most significant and life-altering achievement most of you can claim to this day. Never hesitate to recognize how proud each and every person here today is for you to complete such a long and difficult task. Having worked for over 13 years just for this moment, it is hard to ignore the determination, perseverance, patience, hard work, and even sacrifice that embodies the attitudes of every graduate. Without a doubt, your certificate opens up a world of possibilities for you, and I encourage you to pursue your passion, choosing something where you believe you can make a difference. When I came to America back in 2018, I was placed in a completely different environment and expected to adjust and acclimate myself to this new world. Fortunately, I was met with the two most welcoming friends I could ask for. Shout out to Wilson and Donovan for being there for me and helping me in my transition. And also Brian wanted to be included, so thank you, Brian. You too. The reason I'm giving this example is because it portrays exactly what Lynn Classical is all about. At Classical, anyone can find a community that best befits them. With such amazing staff and amazing people, Lynn Classical was always a second home for me. However, the most important person in my life and for my success is my mom. Big thanks to all the moms out there that had to put up with us through our teenager years. All of you truly are the best support system. My family was here for me each step of the way, through the good and bad. Sabrina was there to prepare me for my college life. She gave the best advice a brother could look for. My little siblings were there to bother me and keep a smile on my face through all the hard times. And my father, for being the person I look up to and wish one day to become. Thank you. Anyways, enough about me. Looking at you, the class of 2022, I realize that after today, I may no longer see many of you. That is a painful thought. On the other hand, I'm also filled with anticipation because I have no doubt in my mind that every single one of you sitting before me has the potential to succeed and make a difference. I spent a fair amount of time with many of you, and I can say with absolute confidence that there is passion in each of you to push past your limits and accomplish something big. I want to thank each and every one of you for all the adventures we went through, all of the struggles we pushed through as a group, and lastly, all of the memories that I will cherish for the rest of my life. I would like to conclude my speech with a quote from Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I encourage you, the class of 2022, to not follow only the opportunities available to you, but to follow your heart and pursue a cause of particular importance to you. Instead of following the path of vast generation in graduating classes, I challenge you to make your own path. The risks are always present, but the battle always makes the win so much sweeter. Thank you.
At this time, we will have a few words from our class valedictorian, Jimmy Fan.
Alright, so I'm a little nervous here, so bear with me, alright? Good morning, classical faculty, alumni, administration, honorees, friends, relatives and families, and most importantly, the classical class of 2022. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Now, I know I am one of a few standing between you all sitting here at Manning and you all returning to whatever duties or mischiefs you may all have, so I'll keep it short and sweet. Class of 2022, we've gone through so much to get to where we are today. Through the adjustments and absurdities in our freshman year, to our quote-unquote 2-week vacation starting in March of our sophomore year, to online classes in our beds during junior year, to the intensive but greatly invigorating senior year, we've been tested through and through in this new, chaotic era in our history. However, there are a few fellow classmates who have gone through much more than that. Some of whom you're sitting next to have undergone adversity, lost jobs, lost homes, lost loved ones. There are some in this community that are still facing the struggles of the pandemic. We've seen the destruction and mayhem that the pandemic has brought, but we didn't stand aside, relinquish whatever goals or dreams we had. No, we didn't give up. We saw innovative and selfless initiatives to help our community. We learned about and engaged in social justice by whatever means. We took care of our families. We overcame impossibility. We toiled tirelessly. We thrived together in this new normal. And now, I'm proud to say that we finally made it. Before I close, I'd like to express a few words of gratitude to the teachers and staff who've sacrificed so much for our mental and academic development through high school. I'd like to especially name a few. Mrs. Gilly, who not only taught us about the fundamentals of calculus, but also the essence of mental health. Mr. LeBlanc, who taught us both about the intricacy of U.S. government and strategies on the popular mobile game Raid Shadow Legends. And Mr. Fellman, whose coffee addiction and comical demeanor made freshman English classes a little more bearable. Each of these teachers are especially amazing, but every single teacher and staff member at the school is amazing in their own right and should be recognized for their worth. And I want to reiterate how tough it was, how extremely taxing it was for everyone through the virtual school year as the pandemic tore the nation. Yet each of you remain resilient, and I applaud you all for that. Now we gather here for one final hurrah. Before we split on our own journeys, whether it be entering a new job, trade school, the military, college, a passion, or simply a break, I want you all to reminisce all the wonderful friends and memories you made here at Classical, and to cherish them as you move on. I say farewell to you all, and I encourage you all to recognize your achievements thus far, to maintain that resilience that you have, and to push yourself ever more as you enter this new chapter in your lives. Thank you, and congratulations to the Classical class of 2022.
At this time, the classical band will perform the musical selection, Hallelujah. We hope you enjoy the music.
At this time, the class of 2022 would like to show our appreciation for our class advisors. Ms. Aiello and Ms. Cowie, could you please come up to the stage?
We would also like to show our appreciation to our retirees, Miss Joni Weinzak, who graduated 50 years ago from Lynn Classical, and Mr. John Rosenthal.
Daryl Murkison is a community activist, organizer, and retired Lynn firefighter. He was born in Birmingham, Alabama, and matriculated through Lynn Public Schools. He graduated from Northeastern University in Boston with a BS in Education in 1983. He began his career as a caseworker for the Department of Social Services, currently known as the Department of Children and Family Services, DCF. He was the evening coordinator for 12 years at the Gregg Neighborhood House in Lynn, where he worked to provide a secure environment for high school students to engage in activities such as culinary arts, poetry, athletics, billiards, and his personal favorite, African American history. Murkison made his mark in Lynn Public Schools athletic programs, serving as assistant football coach at Lynn Classical High School and the head track and field coach for both Lynn Classical High School and Pickering Junior High School in Lynn. With his background in education, social work, love for community, and passion for African American history, Murkison went on to become a Lynn Health Task Force member, Massachusetts Civil Rights Task Force member, member of the Concerned Citizens Coalitions to Reopen Lynn Hospital, president of the NAACP North Shore branch, and president of the Lynn Community Brotherhood. His current affiliations include the African American Leadership Council, AALC, executive board president of the Lynn Community Minority Cultural Center, church moderator at Zion Baptist Church in Lynn, Lynn Democratic Committee member, Essex County Community Organization member, ECCO, Lynn Racial Justice Committee member, LRJC, and facilitator for the Stereotyped Men's Group, which is a self-care group for Black and brown men. Known as a North Shore griot, teacher, and storyteller, Murkison continues to work with schools and churches to educate people on African American history and the African diaspora. For the last 20 years, Murkison has been a facilitator in the North Shore area for annual Kwanzaa celebrations, where he teaches participants about the origin of Kwanzaa and why it is significant in the African American community. Recently, he was a guest speaker at the Educating to Remember Forum at the State House of Massachusetts. He has been on the coordinating committee for the Martin Luther King Jr. Celebration Program, hosted by the Community Minority Cultural Center in Lynn for a number of years. During election years, Murkison organizes candidates forums to empower and politically educate the public. He also helped coordinate the Zion Baptist Church hashtag Enough protest in June 2020 in response to ongoing police brutality, focusing on recent events surrounding the deaths of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. Daryl Murkison currently resides in Lynn, Massachusetts with his wife of 34 years, Nadine Pitcher Murkison. They have 2 children, Spencer Anthony and Kayla Imani. At this time, I would like to introduce our commencement speaker for today, Daryl Murkison.
Good morning. I just just like to say again to extend that good morning to all family, friends, welcome guests, graduates. We do have some dignitaries here. Our school committee members are here, city council, and state legislators. And forgive me if I left anybody out. I'd like to thank your principal, Ms. Amy Dunn, for inviting me here today to try to convey this message to you. Ms. Dunn, thank you and all your staff and the rest of the faculty of Lynn Classical High School for bestowing me with this great opportunity and honor. It's a privilege for me. It really is. Being a graduate of Lynn Classical High School can mean many things to many people, but I'm just speaking for myself right now. It's a time of reflection. And you've heard so much about all the classical alumni that come before you, and believe me, it's a very distinguished list. They've distinguished themselves in many different disciplines throughout the time and history of Lynn Classical High School. You, the class of 2022, will be no different. You'll forge your path and you'll find your way. Some of these things you'll be able to look back on and say it was the time of your life, and some of you others, it may not have been as good. In me thinking of what I would convey to you this morning, this message, I convinced myself that it should be something interesting, beneficial, as well as enduring to all who might hear it. On this day, your day, a day of new beginnings, it must be about the journey, your journey. The journey that you have taken to arrive at where you are today. Although that journey has had many different twists and turns, hills, valleys, bumpy roads, as well as a multitude of faces that make up your yesterdays. You've made it. You've made it. It wasn't an easy road, but again, I say, you made it. Somehow, for some reason, no matter which path each of you chose, this is where fate has told you you should be, here in this place this morning. All the things that you had to endure, the good and the bad, some large, some small, some pain, some pleasure, you had to endure it. All these things were necessary for you in your preparation and development for life, and all that it has to offer. And believe me, what I tell you, life has a lot to offer. First, let's talk about some of the good times. At Classical, like going to games, playing sports, cheerleading, chorus, band, school plays, lunch with your friends, dances, parties, and prom. Let's not forget about your favorite classes, teachers, and your family. Those are all fond memories. But how about some of the bad times? Like going to games, sports, cheerleading, chorus, school plays, lunch, dances, parties, prom, family, teachers. It's all a matter of perspective. It depends on where you're standing, on where you're sitting. Some of you loved high school, and some of your classmates hated it. What should have been a lot of fun was not fun for everybody. As you all go forward, you should always acknowledge the humanity of others and know that they feel just like you do. Everyone has value and purpose and something new and different to offer. No one should ever be ridiculed, maligned, or simply being who they are, regardless of what they look like, what language they speak, or how they may identify. You have been through a lot, class of 2022, but the good news is you are still standing because you are not alone. You have had each other since the day that you were born. You all have a kinship and a commonality with not just one another here, but with all of this year's graduates, no matter where they may be. You were all born within a few months of each other, some the same day, most the same year. You are inseparably joined by destiny and circumstance. Together, you weathered a worldwide pandemic that no one had seen the likes of for over 100 years. You saw the world as we knew it changed forever. Zoom meetings, remote learning and working for everyone. Hey, do you have a mask? Are you vaccinated? I have a couple of math questions for you really quickly. Who knows what 6 feet equals? Social distance, you know. I had to lighten up a little bit. The other question would be this. How much for 100 shares of crypto? A lot. Okay. I still can't believe the Showcase Cinema is now a warehouse for Amazon. A lot's changed. Class of 2022, you have seen a lot. You helped to usher in and bore witness to the Black Lives Matter movement, which crisscrossed the globe, from Compton to Copenhagen, from Pittsburgh to Prague, from Carolina to Cape Town, from Lynn to London. Young people all over the globe were awakened. You took to the streets and said no more. Enough is enough. You saw an insurrection at the United States Capitol. You heard about a lone gunman filled with hate, callously shoot down and kill 12 innocent people in a grocery store in Buffalo, New York, simply because of the color of their skin. Days later, another gunman mercilessly slaughtered 19 innocent children, 2 of their teachers at the Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Less than a week later, it happened again. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, when a gunman kills 4 people at a medical facility. Through all of this, you were expected to keep on just shopping, going to school, going about your life like nothing ever happened. We cannot be numb to this. This cannot be your new normal. This is the world that you may inherit. As you prepare to take on this world, you may be a bit hesitant or uncertain if you're ready or not. But don't worry, because you are prepared. You have proven yourself proficient through your studies. Today, all things are possible. Optimism and promise and possibility rule the day. As long as you have things in front of you, you can have it. You can do it. You can be it. You can do all of those things. I just want to share this one story with you. I think it's something that might be lasting and enduring for you. It was something that someone once told me, but I think I can leave you with this. When I first got out of college, as you may have heard in my bio, I worked with the Department of Social Services. I was 24 years old, making good money. I thought at the time, $17,000 a year. I was still living home. Bought a brand new car. Life was great. I was going out every weekend, partying, having a great time of my life. Not a care in the world. I can remember going to work one day and speaking to one of my co-workers, a more mature lady at the time. She might have been in her 50s or 60s. And I was saying to her at lunch, it was like on a Tuesday, I can't wait until Friday. I'm gonna be out there with my friends, this party we're gonna go to, it's Tuesday, but I can't wait till Friday. And she stopped me in my tracks and said, Darryl, I can't believe that you're wishing that it were Friday and today's only Tuesday. Don't ever wish your life away. There's always going to be another party. Every day has something valuable and important to offer. So don't ever wish your life away. And I froze because it made sense to me. Here I was, not thinking about anybody else, not thinking about what opportunity each and every day could bring to me, but just looking forward to running around with my friends on the weekend. And I thought about it, and I said she was right. She was right. Why am I wishing for Friday on a Tuesday? I could start this party on a Tuesday. That was a joke too. Don't do that. But really, the message in that is that life is both fleeting and fragile, and you should never wish your life away. Every day has value, everybody has value, and you can learn something from something or someone each and every day of your life. So, to the class of 2022, I say don't be reckless with life. Don't ever wish your life away. And I thank you for your time. Good luck and Godspeed.
And now we're going to do the presentation of diplomas. Oh God, I was looking for it.
We're going to do the class officers first, and then, so we do these first, and then at the end, you're going to have to call. So do you want to call the names, or do you want me to call these ones? You sure? But I don't want to start this. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I think we're arguing right now. Okay, I'm not doing that. I'll do it. Okay, then I'll do this now. Do it right now. All right.
Now we will be presenting the diplomas for the class officers first. We're going to start off with our class president, Rathana Ning. Up next, we have Olivia Waterman. We have Sami Motasim. Kyle Candelari. Jimmy Fon.
Yassine Bakush. And well, of course, me, Joseph Uche Igwe. Perfect. All right. Begin. Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdunabi. Okay. Catherine Janet Acebo Hernandez. Celsi Yasmeli Agramonte Soto. Bianca Ofelia Aguillon Lopez. Gabriela Aguero Mendoza. Zainab Heda Elissa. Fatima El Abbasi. Zainab El Abbasi. Eduarda Albino.
Michaela Allard. Gotcha. Tell me when you're ready. Merlin Alvarado. Kathleen Alvarez. Gabriela Alvarado. Angie Alvarez Morales. Jack Anderson. Jean Andruja. Corma Ariales Gonzalez. Yassine Asif. Steven Asuncion. Madeline Aubrey. Kevin Augusti. Ryan Avery. Benedicto Ayala. Michael Bays. Baez. Mamadou Ba. Jonathan Baker. Kevin Baker. Velvet Bamaka Castro. Katie Bamaka Lopez. Juan Bamaka Montezuma. Andy Bamaka Pojoy. Sarah Banville. Diana Barona Lopez. Katie Barrero. Rufina Barros Robles. Mr. LCHS Jael Beto. Misael Beto. Ricardo Beto Padilla. Alina Benedetto. Franz Bertrand III. Jocelyn Bonilla. Vladimir Bonilla Escalante. Alexander Boo. Reese Sprinkler. Ciara Brown. Sean Brown Jr. Emil Bruno. Derek Bunn. Matthew Bushway Jr. Got it. Destiny Cabezas. Victali Cabrera. Ingrid Casares Conde. Evans Calixte. Kevin Calixte. Kevin Calderon. Thank you. Habib Carcamo. Oscar Carpo Argumendo. Sathira Chow. Joseph Chavez. Okay. Roxana Chavez Gomez. Jessica Chavez Mendez. Jordan Shea. Donovan Shen. Cassidy Chuth. Jessica Chicas
Garcia. Oh, Jennifer. I'm sorry. Jennifer Chicas Garcia.
My apologies.
Stormy Chilua. Chloe Clement. Cassie Clinton. Gianna Coito. Justin Consoro. Devin Matthew Copperthorne.
Proud of you.
William Cornando. Ava Correnti. Jessica Cortez. Callie Ann Costin. Joshua Carrasco. Jennifer Creamer. Ryan Creighton. Helen Crispin Leonardo. Juliana Crispin Valdez. Jose Luis Cruz. Jasmine Cruz. I see it. Denisha Cruz.
My apologies.
Alexis Cummings. I got you. Mohammed Dale. Annabelle Dow. James Dow. Giselle De Jesus. James De La Cruz Tavares. Jose De Leon.
Uh-oh. Wow. Yerl De Leon. It's organized.
Yerl De Leon. Daniel De Leon.
Okay.
Jamilton De Leon Pojoy. Evelyn De Leon. Riaz. Okay. Dulce De Leon Sul. Jose De Leon. Yeah. Mariana De Leon. Jason De Leon. Okay, perfect. We're back. Jeremy De Leon. Okay. Xavier De Rios Lopez. Eldon De Dick. Jonathan De Leon. Okay. Angela De Leon Barrios. Leomar Delis Peguro. Paula Del Machio. Armani De Prizzo. Janelli De Senya. Mac.
Okay, Audrey's.
Audris Diaz Araujo. Daniel Diaz Batista. Christopher Diaz. Isaiah Diaz. Ryan Dahl. Aaliyah Dolan. Steve Stephen Downey. Shania Dunwoody. The Green Reaper, Kyle Durant. Where's Moses? Okay. Moses Elias Kotal. Emerson Escobar. Max Diaz. Leah Espinal Vasquez. Dwight Esteban. Isabella Fessler. Liam Fannin. Camilo Ferran. Isabella Figueroa. Sydney Finnegan. Anna Fleury. Wally Florencio Nunez. Jose Flores Pineda. Eva Fogliera. Corey Foster. Yanni Funes Padilla. Hector Gomez. Edwin Gabriel Garcia. Victoria Garcia. Hepsa Garcia Lopez. Jonathan Garcia Lopez. Henry Garcia. Zoila Garcia Nolasco. Wilbur Garcia Torrado. Edwin Garcia. Victoria Garnier. Lily Marie Garza. Michael Gates Jr. Jose Gomez Gomez. Rigoberto Gomez Gomez. Brian Gomez Lopez. Kenneth Gomez. Leslie Gonzalez Hernandez. Wally Gonzalez Teneo. Oh yeah, Jaden Gonzalez. Juliana Gonzalez. Oh, sorry. Julia Gonzalez. Nevea Green. Brian Guzman Morel. Brander Guzman Perez. Jeremy Haley. Yakiri Hirida Perez. Okay, perfect. Marlon Herrera Kalel. Jason Hoffins. Aaron Hussein. Violet Howard. Leonardo Huerta Flores. Ashley Hughes. Ariana Hunt. Na Hun. Murdy Ifufa. Juliana Embriano. Angela Tello. Wandy Jimenez Soto. Kristen Johnson. Bertoni Joseph. Nevada Kayondo. Mia Hebrew. Christopher Kelly. Kenosha. Oh, sorry. His last name. Kenosha Alexandria. Gavin Kennedy. Dawson Keogh. Carissa Keogh. Devontae Kahn. Arthur Coleman Kirk III. Alexandra Contis. Retha Cote. Diane Key. Madeline Kuzman. Ashley Langlace. Kimberly Larios Dolce. Cameron Lawrence. Oh, yeah, I see. Krissa Lazo. Gianna Leach. Diore Lee. Lodeli Laguzman. Anna Lemus. Sean Leonard. Hadley Lassard. Dalen Levesque. Wilson Liu. Jennifer Lim. Siv Lim. Jordan Liz de los Santos. Laviana Lopez. Fernanda Lopez. Jose Lopez. Alvaro Lopez. Hector Lopez Gonzalez. Dorcas Lopez Amul. Jose Luis Lopez Lopez. Kevin Lopez Lopez. Ever Lopez Martin. Kelly Lopez Matul. Sarah Lopez Niz. Elvia Lopez Nolasco. Jessica Lopez Oval. Andina Lopez Pascal. Lisbon Lopez Perez. Roberto Lopez Pereira. Kennedy Lopez. Who? Maria Lopez. Patrick Lopez. Stephen Lopez. Savannah Lore. Lester Macario Coronado. Congratulations, brother. Jalen Malavi. Elvin Maldonado Ramirez. Thomas Malone. Molly Mannion. Liliana Mannon. Jubilin Marcelino. Devin Marshall. Yocarli Martepena. Giovanni Martinghetti. Anwar Martinez Hernandez. Anna Martinez. Maria Martinez. Freeman Martinez. Anaya Martinez. I got you. Sebastian Martinez. Natalia Massey. Jada Mateo. Nelisa Masariegos. Paige McDonald. Patrick McHale, Jr. Kenzie McLaren. Elijah McMillan. VJ Mayers. Victoria Medeiros. Jocelyn Maya. Where's Randy? Randy Mel. Ariana Melanson. Morella Mendez. Cristobal Mendez Mendez. Randall Mendez Mendez. Diana Mendez. Marina Mendez Nolasco. Abigail Mendoza. Mexley Mendoza. Jason Mayona. Yerlin Merida de Leon. Diana Merida Gonzalez. Elma Merida Matul. Callie Merciosis. Oscar Maces Gomez. Randy Mel. Otniel Padro. Jose Miranda. Caitlin Miranda Fuentes. Declan Mitchell. Cam Maloney.
My boy.
Okay. Danielson Monteros Mauricio. Anthony Monzon Silva. Congratulations. Rosalind Morales Molina. Jonathan Morales Perez. Nathan Morel Reyes. Esther Rita Perez. Gisela Munoz de Leon. Josebet Munoz Juarez. Diego Murillo Martinez. Cindy Me. Lydia Nantambi. Layla Nasali. Maggie Nurick. Jalen Nguyen. Angelina Niv. Melanie Nieves. Gianna Nikolakakis. Antonio Niz Mendez. Victorino Nolasco Chavez. Richie New. Amel Aggressivic. Darren Omoreggi. Congratulations. Derek Omoreggi. Wait. Miguel Ortiz Tabarada. Adam Osabohin. Hawa Usman Mohammed. Joseph Altavaro. Seek Ung. Congratulations, brother. Edwin Chavez. Lynn Ozaro Mateo. Lesbia Pablo Florencio. Josue Irizarry. Stefan Paul. Casey Pena. Naomi Peralta Rosario. Emmanuel Purcell. Angeli Wesley Perez Orozco. Wesley Perez. Julie Perez. Angeli Perez. Brian Perez. Gladys Perez. Julia Perez. Logan Petros. Julian Pimentel. Jamie Pinellas. Leslie Pineda Hernandez. Marilyn Pojoy Munoz. My boy Felix Paul. Rosemary Portela Rodriguez. Jalen Porter. Emily Portillo. Eliana Porterreal. Eliana Porterreal. Daniel Puma.
Come here, Roger.
My guy.
Oh no, my baby.
Don't. Okay, get off of me. Thank you. Natalie Quach. Alyssa Raythel. Susili Ramirez Esteban. Lydia Ramirez Lopez. Rasura Ramirez Niz. Nakari Ramirez Vasquez. Randy Rafael Ramirez. Paula Ramos Galvez. Lorraine Rayner. Mayu Rickett. Emily Ridge. Angel Rivera. Victor Robles de Leon. Kiara Robles. Maria Robles Sandoval. Our fellow class officer, Shaylise Rodriguez. Brianna Rodriguez. Tatiana Rodriguez. You want to do something? I'm cool. I'm on a roll. Okay. Magdieli Rodriguez Maldonado. Nancy Rodriguez. I pronounce the last name. Rapsh? Ashley Rapsh. Priscilla Romero. Julian Romero. Josue Rosales Yanes. Albert? Pedro Antonio Rosales. Albert Rosales Munoz. Leo Joseph Ross. Tyler Rossetti. Jakyla Rucker. Justin Ruiz Guerra. Omar Juan Ruiz. Crismeli Romaldo Carey. Alyssa Saldana. Marley Samedi. Helen Sanchez. Lex Sanchez. Gersharon Sandu. Catherine Sandoval. Jediel Santana. Junior. Okay. Junior Santiago Santana de la Cruz. Okay. Centilia Santana de la Cruz. Victoria Santiago. Enajar Santos. Liam Santry. Gabriel Sarmento. Miguel Segura Jr. Josiah Sever. Noah Smith. Richard Sotoban. Meili Seong. Okay. Kiana Soto Chavez. Javen Soto. Charles Spencer Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, Joshua Stone. Fellow class officer Olivia T. Caleb Tendongo. Kenneth Tretot. Kanari Thatch. Samantha Toon. Emily Teneo. Nicholas Tinkham. Sania Tith. Amanda Tobin. Darlenis Tolentino. Kay Toomey. Sariana Toro. Amaris Torres. Jamil Torres. Juan Tova Gutierrez.
I made it.
Sean Townsend.
Come here.
Brian Tran. Edward Tran. Come here. Tina Tran. Amanda Tucker. Kalik Tuggerson. Congratulations. Darlin Umanso Alcantara. Joshua Arbina Albredo. Fazil Uskuplu. Angel Valentin. Yes, sir. Arlene Gabriela Valerio Simo. Okay. Cindy Valdares Alvarado. Congratulations. Come here. Ingrid Vala Portillo. Laurent Van Alsten, the second. Freddy Vasquez Estrada. Noeli Vasquez Hernandez. Carlos Vasquez Treoches. Jacob Vega. Eric Velasquez Florencio. Sally Velasquez Lopez. Angelo Venegas Duarte Diaz. DeAndre Vidal. Kata Vo. Minyet Walker. Minyet Walker. Tanasia Wallace. Tyler Wilson. My boy Ethan Wilson. Mencorpo Wanslier. Noah Wairaki. Jerron Zappi. Chloe Young. Brenna Zacharias Mendez. Caitlin Zayak. Angel Zubricki. I got you. I got you. I got you. Alexander Ponce. And that is all for the class of 22. Thank you very much. I love you guys.
Great job, Joseph. Excellent job. This is a little bit.
At this time, at this time you may move your tassel as graduates from the right to the left and toss your hand in the air. Congratulations, class of 22! Woo! It's been a ride, it's been an honor. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you to all the families who've made the effort to come out here. Thank you for celebrating your kids. And thank you very much, class of 22. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, are you okay?
What are you gonna say?
I want to say bye to everybody.
Okay. Hey, everybody, I need your attention real quick. Y'all, I'm proud of all you guys. Keep going, you guys got it. Kingdale out, 2022, we out.
No, yeah. I had second thoughts for a second there.
We want to thank